Bunch of parts arrived here for the Pachinko. It's been a while waiting. Let's go. 10 volts. It has got to go. And I've got a new 12 volt power supply rigged in here for all of that stuff. And back to work. More fixing and replacing. There's no longer going to be any 5 volt lighting. All of our lighting is going to be 12 volts from now on. We're not going to have any voltage drop problems with all of our other sensory and stuff. We got a nice 12 volts for all of our lighting now. So as a result, I had to replace a bunch of these that were running on the original 9 volt system. And I had different kinds of bulbs in there, but now they're all these fancy LEDs as well. This whole jackpot lighting has to be fixed because that's running off of the 5 volts. Running the sensory for that system as well. So those lights are going to work the way that they were originally designed as you level up. I shared in the last video our dollar store find here, this $4 Wi-Fi on and off. Works great. It still has the button up there in case you don't have your phone, but you just turn it on and off with your phone. Cleaning it up. So anybody who's tried to light the front of a Pachinko is going to know what I'm talking about here, but it becomes very, very hard to illuminate the play field. So my idea here was use a bunch of fluorescent paints to spice it up and then see if we can get some black lighting around this front door on the front side here of our play field to try to illuminate it so that there's not contrast issues. It becomes very difficult to see the field, the play field, sometimes with all of these lights here, and then you can get weird things going on with the glass panes as well. So I tried this out here. I got black light along the top row, and I'm pretty sure if we go all the way around, we're going to illuminate the whole play field correctly. Sensors and switches all 100%. All of our audio has been assigned. Everything knows what it's doing. Back on to lighting installation. Got that black light strip here. That's gonna go in the front. I tested it out. It's going to solve the never-ending problem of not being able to properly light your Pachinko playfield from within the Pachinko machine. Got the whole thing gutted again right now. Gotta do it right. All that new 12 volt lighting is going in there. No more odd voltages in this unit. Just the nice 12 volts if we can. The development continues. The restoration, the upgrading, and the customization. The getting rid of the ideas that didn't work out the way we want and bringing in the new ideas. So we're changing around a few more decals here and figuring out some more of the paint. We've made leaps and bounds on this thing. I had to do a whole bunch of fixing, but you already heard about that. So adding a shark fever, a heart fever as we're gonna call it, to this vintage Pachinko machine. It came down to a few things. How are we going to engage it? What's going to run the sequence? So far in the game, we're using just all of the factory junk, a bunch of relays, a bunch of independent controllers, instead of one main controller for it all. Like, I mean, that's a lot of sensory going on here. I can't remember how many there is, but there's a whole pile of switches and sensors on here, and like, that Arduino would have been working really, really hard. I'm not sure if I would have been able to fit it all into there. We might have needed a processor instead. So anyways, long story short, we've got some fevers in the mix. It's actually going to be 2. One's going to be a bit better than the other. And the fevers are going to be based on the difficulty of what you're hitting. So since I've been playing this, you have way better odds of hitting what we've called the bank vault here. And it might be getting a change too as far as the name goes. I've already changed the lighting around on it and the way that the lighting functions. So now it functions the way that I always imagined it, where this gets activated by other gameplay. And it's going to let you know that it's been activated. This one is much easier to hit than it is to hit this one. And it's like kind of like 7 or 8 times out of 10. So 80% of the time, When you hit the middle here, it continues to go down and you get this jackpot. But the other 20% of the time, it does in fact go back, and that makes this one, in fact, the hardest jackpot to hit on this machine. So, when the machine has leveled up, as I said earlier, or when it's activated these two, and it's going to let you know that they're activated, when you in fact hit one of these, while you're doing it, you're going to get Fever Mode! Probably already seen before from previous videos. This one here is for the shark fever. And these are all other parts that go along with it. So now this one I got to figure out how to tap into this shark without destroying it, because it's extremely hard to get inside of one of these things without messing it up cosmetically. And I do want this shark to be working as if it's in the pool, just up on top of the machine. So we're going to keep the speaker and everything intact if we can. If we can't, if I got to destroy that speaker, because it is right on the other side of that battery pack there, but that's where we got to go in. If I do destroy that speaker, then I'm going to have to feed that into here anyways, but that probably was going to have to happen because I can't rely on this, and it's not going to be very loud compared to the rest of it now, but we'll see what happens. Finally, all caught up on this thing, minus some parts on order again from Shenzhen. So we got the marquee, the crown, the headpiece in the works right now in its rough format. I wasn't sure if this one was going to do the job, but it actually is going to do the job just fine. So we're looking at here pretty much how it's going to sit, but not really at all how it's going to look. It's going to be pretty cool, actually. Did some cutting and some melting and pondered some ideas, and this definitely is going to work. We're going to make this thing freaking awesome. Check out how progress is going. So now you see, I had a whole bunch of different options here, but really, like, sometimes when something is sitting in front of you and it's hard to avoid, and you're just like, no matter what I'm going to do, this is going to work. That is our situation here. So we got some digital counters coming in right now, and we'll see what that is when we get there. Check that out. Like, it does not measure up any better. It could not have measured up any better possibly. And I mean, sometimes you can fabricate the coolest thing on your own, but sometimes it's just sitting right there, right? All right, leaps and bounds over the last week. We're going to be blacking out here soon because I can't give everything away, but we're getting into some of the robotics or the animatronics or whatever you want to call. A couple bells and whistles with a few axes. Bells and whistles is what they are, but I mean, when you're hitting those big jackpots with the extra payouts or the fevers, come on, you need bells and whistles. So I had to get a lot of that worked out, more wiring. We are like a day away from actually getting to the ball injector, but this is your sneak peek on how progress is coming. Man, oh man, it's getting busy in here. It's getting busy up there. But it needs to happen. We're gonna put a robotic skirt on this thing here to cover it all in, to go with the marquee. We're gonna have the shark on the water. I'm pretty sure you can guess just by looking here what we're doing. So, yeah, we got this thing in there too, ready to go. A little bit of cosmetics going, but yeah, timers, robotics, trying to get past device modulations here. Oh my goodness, and that's how you end up with more relays than you want to. But guys, I only use relays if I have to, and I'm using up all my good ones. They're just all being used for something. But I'll tell you what it comes down to. Non-compatibility means complexity. You can make anything work if you really want to. Going small is the better way, but I'm usually using what I have on hand, and I always have a bunch of these solid state relays on hand for different projects. They're just a freaking staple of this building. We only use those things. All right, we're into the heavies now. We're gonna be blacking out here right away because I can't be giving away all of our good secrets and what is intended to happen here, but we're gonna do a little bit of testing together, and I'm just quickly going through it here to show you how progress has come. We are testing one of our main jackpots right now. All of this had to be done before any ball feeder mechanisms could be done. There's just too much electrical still going up and down, left, right. BA select start. And let's pretend that we just hit this jackpot, and I'm not gonna give any other teasers. Ooh-wee. Look at that girl go. And in doing all this, we've added more objectives to this Pachinko. We've added more gameplay, more features, but it's not just a standalone game. There are side quests and side objectives, and in turn, the payouts are greater. That's the whole point, is skill shots and stuff like that, or our fever, whatever you want to call it. We're going to let you know that you should be hitting this jackpot. And if you do hit the jackpots, you're going to get the bells and whistles along with the extra payouts. Well, we're very near the end of the tunnel, and yet there's still so much more build and so much more detailing and customization to do. But we are definitely close. In the next episode, we're going to be working on our ball injector. And I'm going to be blacking out until then, though. You're not going to be seeing any of that build video until this thing is actually done, because we're just giving away too many spoilers, too many teasers here, and you guys are just going to have to wait for the finished product and then the last build videos after that. We're officially blacking it out right now. We'll check you soon.